Alright, we are very nearly done. The bloodbath has the tributes set on their podiums, the horn sounds. Gabriel snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Oswald runs away from the cornucopia. Susie finds a canteen full of water. Bonnie, Mrs. Afton, and Fritz run away from the cornucopia. Michael scares Cassie away from the cornucopia. William, Elizabeth, Charlie, Chica, Jeremy, Freddie, and Millie run away from the cornucopia. Andrew stays at the cornucopia for resources. Jessica and Cassidy run away from the cornucopia. Sarah and Evan stay at the cornucopia for resources. Golden Freddy finds a canteen full of water. Dylan, Foxy, and Gregory run away from the cornucopia. Day 1 and the Hunger Games. Cassie constructs a shack. Dylan makes a slingshot. Andrew forces Mrs. Afton to kill Gabriel or Foxy. She refuses to kill, so Andrew kills her instead. Evan discovers a river. Jessica travels to higher ground. Millie sets an explosive off, killing Oswald, Fritz, and Charlie. Gregory camouflages himself in the bushes. Cassidy discovers a cave. Elizabeth's trap kills Chica. Michael, William, Freddie, and Jeremy hunt for other tributes. Susie hunts for other tributes. Sarah receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor. Bonnie picks flowers. Golden Freddy makes a slingshot. Fallen tributes. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Mrs. Afton from District 7, Oswald from District 10, Fritz from District 4, Charlie from District 9, and Chica from District 2. Night 1. Dylan receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Jeremy cooks his food before putting his fire out. Freddy receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Golden Freddy looks at the night sky. Andrew begs for Cassidy to kill him. She refuses, keeping Andrew alive. Bonnie dies from hypothermia. Evan and Jessica talk about the tributes still alive. Susie tries to treat her infection. Gabriel defeats William and a fight but spares his life. Gregory receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Millie thinks about winning. Sarah and Michael talk about the tributes still alive. Cassie convinces Foxy to snuggle with her. Elizabeth tries to treat her infection. Day 2 in the Hunger Games. Gabriel scares Andrew off. Michael discovers a cave. Cassie stalks Freddy. Jeremy receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Evan receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Sarah, Foxy, Dylan, and Jessica hunt for other tributes. Elizabeth fishes. Millie receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Golden Freddy chases William. Susie sets an explosive off, killing Cassidy. Gregory injures himself. Fallen tributes. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Bonnie from District 1 and Cassidy from District 3. Night 2. Freddy receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Gregory starts a fire. Golden Freddy loses sight of where he is. Dylan and Sarah attempt to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Evan climbs a tree to rest. Millie and Michael sleep in shifts. Gabriel cooks his food before putting his fire out. Foxy begs for Jeremy to kill him. He refuses, keeping Foxy alive. Jessica dies from hunger. Andrew questions his sanity. Cassie begs for William to kill her. He refuses, keeping Cassie alive. Well, that is a first. Susie thinks about winning. Elizabeth climbs a tree to rest. Day 3 in the Hunger Games. Freddy, Millie, William, and Foxy raid Elizabeth's camp while she is hunting. Jeremy sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Susie dies of dysentery. Andrew begs for Cassie to kill him. She refuses, keeping Andrew alive. Dylan scares Michael off. Golden Freddy chases Gregory. Gabriel collects fruit from a tree. Evan chases Sarah. Fallen tributes. 2 more cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Jessica from District 9, and Susie from District 4. Night 3. Freddy and Andrew huddle for warmth. Michael is awoken by nightmares. Dylan and Cassie threaten to double suicide. It fails and they die. Golden Freddy falls into a pit and dies. Evan begs for Foxy to kill him. He refuses, keeping Evan alive. Jeremy defeats William in a fight but spares his life. Why would he do that? Gregory, Gabriel, and Elizabeth start fighting, but Gabriel runs away as Gregory kills Elizabeth. Millie cries herself to sleep. Sarah passes out from exhaustion. Day 4. In the Hunger Games. Millie receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Michael steals from Gabriel while he isn't looking. Andrew dies from hypothermia. Sarah receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Gregory travels to higher ground. William receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Evan questions his sanity. Foxy receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor as well. Freddy severely injures Jeremy and leaves him to die. Fallen tributes. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Dylan from District 11, Cassie from District 12, Golden Freddy from District 3, Elizabeth from District 6, Andrew from District 8, and Jeremy from District 5. 1, 2, 3 districts are out. Night 4. Gregory passes out from exhaustion. Foxy destroys Michael's supplies while he is asleep. Millie quietly hums. Evan destroys Freddy's supplies while he is asleep also. Gabriel starts a fire. Sarah stays awake all night. William accidentally steps on a landmine. The feast! The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Foxy decides not to go to the feast. Freddy kills Gregory with his own weapon. Sarah sets an explosive off, killing Michael. Evan decides not to go to the feast. Gabriel takes a staff leaning against the cornucopia. Millie stuffs a ball of dry clothing into a backpack before sprinting away. Day 5. In the Hunger Games. Sarah unbeknowingly eats toxic berries. Millie shoots an arrow into Gabriel's head. Foxy explores the arena. Evan stalks Freddy. Fallen tributes. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. William from District 7, Gregory from District 12, Michael from District 6, Sarah from District 10, and Gabriel from District 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 districts are out. Night 5. Freddy passes out from exhaustion. Foxy thinks about home. Millie begs for Evan to kill her. He refuses, keeping Millie alive. Day 6. In the Hunger Games. Millie explores the arena. Foxy receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Evan searches for a water source. Freddy dies of dysentery. Fallen tribute 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Freddy from District 1. Night 6. Millie tries to treat her infection. Evan pushes Foxy off of a cliff during a night fight. Day 7. In the Hunger Games. Evan throws a knife into Millie's chest. Fallen tributes. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Foxy from District 2 and Millie from District 11. That leaves Evan from District 8 as the winner of this episode. Evan 1 and Millie 2nd, Foxy 3rd, Freddy 4th, and Gabriel 5th. Looks like Millie is back to her streak of being in the runner-up. Alright. Hope to see you guys in the final episode.